Does it feel like everything's falling apart? Do you feel like everything is this chaotic mess and you don't know what the heck is up and what the heck is down? If it feels like your life, your identity, or your relationships are just unraveling right now, I want to explain why this moment feels so intense, well, at least astrologically, because it's not just one thing. There are so many long-term astrological transits that we have that are literally once in a lifetime that are happening right now, and it creates a lot of energetic shifts, I guess you can say. So let's get right into it. So for over a decade, Neptune, that planet of mysticism, has been in Pisces. Now, even though it's its ruling sign, it has definitely done a number on all of us. It's been there since 2011. And while that brought compassion and spirituality, it also brought a lot of confusion, a lot of cognitive dissonance, gaslighting, both externally and internally. A lot of people learn to doubt their intuition or explain it away. Anything that just didn't feel right, it was easily justified, right? Well, now Neptune is moving into Aries, and that's a very massive shift. It hasn't been here for 30 years. And as it does that, the fog is lifting. Instinct is coming back online, and you're seeing things clearly. And clarity can feel destabilizing when you've been surviving in that gray zone for so long. Now, at the same time, Saturn is finishing its journey through Pisces. Saturn sobers us up. It shows us the blind spots where we avoided reality, where we hoped instead of discerned. And Saturn prepares to move into Aries. That's that 30-year cycle. I don't know what the heck I said before. It's a reset point. This is the beginning of a brand new cycle of responsibility, of identity, and leadership. So you layer that now with Pluto in Aquarius, which is dismantling systems as we know it, roles and identities that were never really truly aligned to begin with. And Uranus moving into Gemini in this 80-year cycle, having both of these major slow-moving planets happening at the same time, moving into these new signs. These are the once-in-a-lifetime components. And when you have Uranus, that planet of unexpected things and radical shift and radical transformation, it's literally rewiring how our minds work. And it makes sense that everything doesn't make sense now. You know what I mean? It makes sense that everything feels unstable. And there's Jupiter. Jupiter has been moving through Cancer, pulling up emotional memory, family patterns, and inherited beliefs about safety and belonging. Now, Cancer, the transit of Jupiter moving through Cancer, that started last year. That started in 2025 in the springtime, and it's going to be going until June this year. So it's working in this, it hasn't been there for 12 years. It hasn't been in Cancer for 12 years. And as it does, it's bringing up all of those things, especially those inherited beliefs about our safety and our belonging. And as it gets ready to move into Leo in June, we're being asked to step out of emotional conditioning and into self-trust and into visibility. So no, things aren't falling apart because you failed. They're falling apart because illusions are dissolving. Outdated structures are being dismantled, and your nervous system is recalibrating. This is clarity replacing confusion. This is the realization of where gaslighting has been happening, where manipulation has been used against you, where maybe you didn't see things so clearly. And now that's being replaced, right? And that can always feel like chaos before it feels like freedom. And there is a lot of freedom coming with this. Pluto working in its 250-year cycle going into Aquarius. We haven't been here since the time of the Revolutionary War. And yes, that doesn't mean that we're having another Revolutionary War happening right now, but we're in this state where all the old structures are falling away. Everything that wasn't real and authentic is being dismantled, and it's bringing way for new energy to come in to rebuild those foundations under our feet. You have Uranus, and that is trying to work in this cycle to completely change the way that we relate with one another, the way that we communicate. the way that our health system works, the way that the economy works. There's so many layers to Uranus moving out of Taurus and into Gemini, where it's going to be for the next 8 years, where it's really going to rapidly move us into a new technological age. Times where this has happened for us in the past is the major technological advancements like the telegraph, opening up these communication lines that hadn't been available before. We're stepping into that now. And so there's this reinvention that's happening, and this time, it's really that calm before the storm, or not the calm before the storm. The storm's already happened. Now we're in the process of picking things up and putting them back together to move forward into this new world that is more true and authentic, with foundations that are going to be made to sustain us moving forward. So to sum it up, no, you're not crazy for feeling like the world is being flipped upside down and inside out, right? Because it is, and it's going to be for the better. And we'll see it all really moving forward here in 2026.